Straight first to some news that's just coming in. The impasse over the insurance bill continues. The all-party meeting that was supposed to take place this morning to iron out differences over the insurance bill will not take place this morning. We have learnt that the government is now waiting for a response from opposition parties over the issue. Brijesh Pandey is now joining us on the phone line with more. Brijesh, the ball now in opposition's court. Government awaiting a response from the Congress and other 7 parties who are opposing this bill.
Well, yes, the government has said that they are waiting for the response because, remember, day before yesterday when the first meeting between the government and the opposition party over insurance bill happened, they were clearly communicated by Finance Minister Arun Jaitley and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Venkaiah Naidu that if they want any kind of changing either in the wording or the drafting, or if they have any objection in the bill, they should immediately communicate to the government. The Finance Minister Arun Jaitley even went ahead to say as much as that the language of the insurance bill is the language which was given by the Congress. So if they want to redraft it or if they want to change it in any which way, they should let the government know. And it was at that meeting it was decided that the opposition parties will come to the government within 48 hours to communicate their desire or whatever changes they want it to be implemented. Now, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, we just spoke to him, he said that now he is waiting for the opposition parties to communicate their desire of changes or what all changes they want to bring to the insurance bill so that can be looked into by the government and whether the government agrees with it or not. So he's saying until unless the opposition parties come to the government and explains them what all changes they want, there is no way the government can take a unilateral decision in calling the meeting. So he said that the opposition parties have time till today, and if the opposition parties don't come to the government by the end of the day, then tomorrow the government is going to take a decision on the insurance bill as to what they intend to do with this bill. Shikha?
Right. And Brijesh, we of course saw the finance minister earlier do some tough talking on the issue of insurance bill. And now, of course, the Congress too, including party Vice President Rahul Gandhi, suggesting that there is no double speak and they're not really keen on consensus because they have issues which they want should be settled in the select committee. It seems both sides are digging in their heels and this standoff could persist.
Well, yes, the standoff could persist because, initially contrary to the line of action which was being suggested by certain leaders of Bharatiya Janata Party that the government might go in and call for a joint session of both houses. It's a very tedious and long process, and the history of Indian Parliament has not seen any precedence of a joint session of both houses being called over a financial amendment bill. And they have said that for this, the bill has to be passed in one house and to be rejected. So it's a very long drawn process. And I don't think the government would want to go ahead with this. And with the news report coming in of AIADMK putting their weight behind the Congress has got a shot in the arm. And this is the reason why Congress see no reason as of now to bow to the government's demand. Though BJP 2 days back had a slightly happier ending with the meeting when NCP said that they would go ahead and support the government on this particular issue. So, I mean, both sides are pretty much adamant on what they want to do. The Congress wants it to go to select committees bill where the BJP is saying that we are not going ahead with it. And if the Congress wants any changes, they should communicate to the government and the government will take a final decision on this.
Well, sources are now telling headlines today that whatever decision has been taken by the government in the CSAT issue is final. And if any party has any difference of opinion on the matter, the government is open to discuss it after the parliament session, not before it. And no further changes will be made to the exam format now. That's the decision being made by the government. Remember, there has been chaos over CSAT, which has hit Parliament as well, with frequent disruptions over the matter. Let me quickly go back to Brijesh.
Today we were told by a very top cabinet minister of the government saying that the government has decided that there is not much more they can yield to the demands made by the students, and this is the maximum leverage which they have in the whole situation. And they have said that if the student wants to talk to the government, they are free to do so, but it will be only after the parliament session is over. And also there's nothing they can do for the students for this current academic year of this current examination of UPSC. So they are saying that any further changes, if at all it happens, can only be done for the next academic year, and that too next UPSC examination. And they said that this will chances of it happening is also very minuscule. So government has made its intention very clear. Yesterday we also heard Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar coming out and telling the media persons that that he wishes students all the best for the UPSC examination. So which was kind of very indicative of the fact that the government has hardened its stance, and they have told its leaders that now it is their job to go ahead and make sure and satisfy the student that this is the best the government could do under the circumstances. And the fact that a powerful committee which was organized, AK Verma committee, had clearly indicated that they stand by the CSAT examination schedule. So the government, but politically, yes, it has a potential of boomeranging badly on the government.